Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Now, the idea of these video reviews is that I'm going to review movies the minute that I see them. Now, I would have done that with this one, but I couldn't because the film had a worldwide embargo on it and no one was allowed to talk about it until this morning. Now, that's because this movie is full of secrets, or at least that's what Warner Brothers has been saying. But I would argue it's because the film isn't that good. Now, I don't want to be the guy to say this. I've been hoping that this movie will be as good just as everyone else. But this concept that DC in one movie can do what Marvel has done with a bunch, it just doesn't fly. There are elements of this film that really work. Ben Affleck as Batman, even though everyone was curious about that casting, it works. The dude is bulked up, and when he takes it to the bad guys, this movie is amazing. There is one scene where he beats the shit out of 20 guys, and it is an 11 out of 10. But unfortunately, that is too few and far between. There isn't too much action in this movie. There is in the last part of it, but the first 3/4 of this movie is quite slow and very talky, and is filled with like boardroom meetings and, you know, Capitol Hill hearings and stuff like that. And for a movie that's about the two biggest superheroes in the world duking it out, it just should move more. Chris Terrio's screenplay fumbles all the character development, or at least in my mind it did, and I felt very muddled as to what the motivations were for almost all of these characters. Henry Cavill is good in this, and he definitely looks the part, but it just doesn't give him enough to do. The scenes where he is with Amy Adams as Lois Lane gives the film some heart, but this movie barrels towards this final battle between these guys, and when it does happen, it's a little bit of a bust. It's not, you know, terrible. Zack Snyder is a great visual stylist, but he's not the director that Christopher Nolan was, and that's a big problem with this movie, is that just a couple of years ago we got 3 Oscar-caliber Batman movies, and so there's always going to be a comparison, and this movie just cannot live up to it. The introduction of some of the other Justice League members, like Wonder Woman, left me a little bit cold because, once again, I didn't understand their motivations, and the other reveals of the characters I think is laughable and will probably become an internet meme. You'll know when you see it. I think that you should go and make your own mind up on this movie, but I wanted it to be a 5-star movie, and that's coming from a fanboy, from a comic guy, and it just didn't do it for me. It just didn't grab me the way that I wanted it to, so I have to give this one 2 stars. I'm sorry to be the guy to say it. So thank you for watching. Like this and share it and help me out.